Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I am Mary, and today I want to take a look at what's being called the Freedom Convoy in Canada, in which the truckers have blocked the borders and that kind of thing because they're being told that they cannot cross certain borders or go in and out into different states or I guess provinces in Canada without having the jab. And so what they're saying is, this is what I've heard, and this is, alleged, of course, is that 90% of the truckers have already gotten the jab, but I guess they are upset about the fact that in order for them to do their jobs, they all have to have the jab because of the pandemic. And this is something that's they've tried to enforce, but the truckers have decided to get together and block entrances into the country. And I've been kind of watching it all week, and it looks like it's been going on. It looks like this is like the third week that it's going into, and they have Trudeau has started some kind of emergency act in which they can tow the trucks. They can also, anybody that's involved, they can freeze their bank accounts and make sure they're not able to get any money. Even people that are helping the truckers and that kind of thing. They have arrested some people, but they've let them go, and they're saying that the Emergency Act is illegal as it's been the way it's been enforced in this particular case. So I'm just interested in knowing. I see that they have today, as I'm looking at it, February 20th, it looks like they've regrouped and the truckers have moved back into some different areas, and people are still protesting. They've had a lot of protests. I know it's been a lot of protests around in other countries and that kind of thing. I even heard that the U.S. may be joining the truckers. I don't know about all this. This is just what I'm hearing. But I know that I'm not sure what's going on at the border in Detroit. If there's anything going on there, they're not making it news as far as, because I'm in Michigan and I'm not hearing a lot about that kind of thing around the border in Detroit. So this may be something that we may not hear a lot about in mainstream media until it reaches us. But I want to know, how is this affecting the rest of the world as far as this Freedom Convoy, in which the truckers, they carry a lot of the essential things that we need to live with, food and that kind of thing. And I want to know how that's going to affect the world if other countries decide to do the same thing. What will happen as far as the government forcing people to do certain things, against their will, or, taking a decision in other words, taking the decision out of people's hands as far as, what they want to do with their bodies. I'm not against vaccines, but I think that people should be able to make the decision on their own as far as what they want to do with their bodies. Some people can't deal with vaccines, so you can't just say one person is going to say you have to do this and you have to do it regardless of your health and that kind of thing. So how is this going to affect in general, the world in general, if this continues, if this Freedom Truckers Convoy continues in Canada and around the world. All right, so Spirit, how will this affect? How is this sort of thing affecting the rest of the world? How will it affect the rest of the world if this kind of thing continues? What's going to happen as far as the rest of the world if people decide to make moves such as the truckers, the Freedom Convoy in Canada? You know, I really can't understand. I don't get to why. It seems to be very slow. Maybe they're giving people a chance to you know, think about what they're doing. But 3 weeks this has been going on, and you know, so they've held up things for a while. It's not like it just started and the government decided to move in. It's like they're being very slow and strategic about, the government seems to be. Because normally I would say that, I don't know what would happen if the people in the United States or the truckers in the United States decided to block the borders and that kind of thing to keep things from coming in and out. But it just seems to me that their action would have been taken sooner. But again, Spirit, how is this going to affect the rest of the world? This continues. Canadian Convoy continues. Freedom Convoy continues. How will this affect the rest of the world? Okay, so here we go, guys. Let's see what we got here. Wow. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, guys, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands. And that's about a lot of chaos and confusion, as you can see there. There's a lot going on there. Those fives are about change and challenges and stability. And so, yeah, you can see exactly what that's looking like. That's looking like a big fight. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, King of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Page of Pentacles. We have the Lovers. We have the Queen of Cups. I need one more card. I did miss a card here. The last card is the Page of Swords. Okay, I may do some clarifiers as we go along here. Okay, but it looks like we have the Ace of Swords. The Swords, Ace is all about beginnings, and this particular sword is a very sharp sword. Now, to me, it's telling me about some truths that may be coming out, because the swords are all about the intellect and that kind of thing. So this is a sword of truth that's coming out here, and it's crossed by the Five of Pentacles. As you can see, someone's carrying someone's head there. So again, this is about chaos. Someone's going to feel like they've been left out in the cold. So the question was, how is this, how is this going to affect the rest of the world if this kind of thing continues? I kind of wanted to know if it would catch on around the world. Okay, and we have beneath it is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. Now, this is telling me that it's about the money. This is what this whole thing is about. And it may be because, you know, if the truckers are holding up supplies and that kind of thing, of course it's going to affect the economy. But in this particular case, you know, I see that some of the beetles there are moving away. Some are staying there. So, yeah, it's going to affect the money. Okay. Well, let's just move on here and see what else we get. So next we have the Hermit. And the Hermit, he's analyzing things. This is in the past. So there's been a lot of analyzing. You know, like I said, this has gone on, I know, for like at least 3 weeks. So we're entering the third week. Yeah, I think or if not the fourth. Anyway, somewhere around in 3 to 4 weeks. Anyway, that this has been going on in Canada. And so in the past, people have been thinking about it. They've been analyzing. They've really taken the time to go into solitude and try to figure out how to heal this disagreement between the people, the workers, and the government. And we have crowning that is the King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles. Again, we're talking about money. This king, kings are all, they're all about leadership and that kind of thing, but this king is really focused on planning and finance, that kind of thing. And he's kind of like, you know, he has to have what he has to have. He is the king of I have. So I'm thinking that this King of Pentacles here is more like the government because of that building that's behind him. Now that looks like some kind of a legal building of some sort that's behind him, and it's right beneath it is the Ten of Pentacles. So to me, the governments are thinking about. They are thinking about the money. Maybe they are thinking about the economy and that kind of thing and what they could lose. So as far as that goes, because I'm sure if this thing continues and catches on around the world, if it hasn't already, it's going to cause a lot of ripples in the economy. A lot of stocks and that kind of thing are going to be affected. Now, as we talked about that, basically that's about what's been going on. Now, as we move into the near future here, we have the eight of wands. The Eight of Wands, and to me, you know, eights are all about progress. And I feel like the truckers feel like they're making progress. They're standing their ground. They're making progress. You know, the government has moved them out, and they seem to have moved back in, and the citizens are, many of the citizens are backing them. So they seem like they're holding their ground there. So this is what's happening in the near future. Then we have, next we have up is the Page of Pentacles. Again, we're talking about Pentacles, guys. This is, to me, this is all about the money. And there is some news coming, some money news that's coming. So I think that the government, of course, they're thinking about the money and that kind of thing, but there's going to be some type of news coming concerning this money. Now, in the past, we can see that, you know, it's been on the minds of everyone. People are feeling left out. I think probably businesses and that kind of thing are feeling left out about this when this happened, you know, and they, some people, especially small businesses, have felt left out because they've lost everything. So some people are looking at the big government as they have it all, but they've taken it all away from the small business here. And so I think there's going to be some kind of money news coming out that, I'm not sure who this is going to benefit, because we have the Lovers. We have the Lovers here, but the Lovers came in upside down. And this is when people are, again, they've got to make a decision. And I think that this decision, since this came in upside down, the relationship is not there yet between the people and the government. So there's still going to be a wait. It's not going to, whatever is coming as far as this money news here, they're still in the environment. They're unable to come together about a decision about this. So it looks like to me that it may carry on longer. And of course, that means that, it is going to definitely affect the people and the economy, whereas it was affecting just the people before. I think the government is really gonna have to get involved. It looks like there's going to be some exchange of money. Maybe they're going to come forward with for the people, but that's not going to be enough. There's going to be some kind of disagreement concerning that, with this Lovers card coming in upside down. The relationship the people and the government are not ready to come together yet. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Cups here. Now, she's an emotional queen. She likes to take care of things. She likes to take care of people. She feels a lot, but as you can see, there's a lot of water around her, and so this is telling me that people are all wrapped up in their emotions about this kind of thing, about what's going on. So yeah, it's going to be hard for anything to really, any truth to come out, anything to be, and she's about the truth. But as you can see, clarity. There's going to be little clarity coming. This is what people want, but it doesn't look like that's coming because of this Lovers card here, to me, being right by that. And then we have the Page of Swords. It's Page of Swords here. Again, the swords are two-sided. This is something new that's coming, and I think it's going to be some unexpected news that's coming. Unexpected news that's coming now. With that being right next to that King of Pentacles, which I'm thinking, to me, that feels like government. There's going to be some unexpected news coming from the government. Yeah, and I do feel like the truckers or the people that are doing the protesting, they are gonna stand their ground, and but with this Ace of Swords here, I think some truths are gonna have to come out. Some things are gonna have to be talked about. But are people ready for that yet, though? I'm gonna clarify some things, because my question was if others are gonna join in. How is this gonna affect other countries, other governments, and that kind of thing? And if I look at this, it looks like people are gonna stand their ground. But I just want to get a few more clarifiers here, Spirit. What else can you tell me? Okay, people are thinking about the way things used to be. That's the card of nostalgia. And we have the King of Wands. Seems to be charging in. So I think that some things are going to start moving along pretty quickly here with this King of Wands charging in as he is. He's a strong king. So what does that mean? The next card I have, these cards all turned over, so I'm just gonna read them here. It's a Temperance card. The next card up is a Temperance card, which is telling me that, you know, there's still not gonna be anything that's gonna happen. It's like people have, you know, there's one foot in, one foot out. They really don't know what to do. But then there's this Two of Swords, and a decision has to be made because the Two of Swords is showing up here, which is telling me that pretty much we're at a crossroads. But I'm still not getting, you know, how is that affecting everyone else? How is this Convoy? I think that people are thinking about, you know, what they can do, but okay. So it looks like it's going to continue for a while, which I'm surprised about because of the fact that, you know, the people are getting away with this. And maybe what he did, this Emergency Act, is something that is illegal, as if some of the people are saying that it's illegal for him to do that because, of course, people have the right to protest. But, okay, I'm just going to say, let me ask a different question here, Spirit. Will this affect other countries? Will this affect, will other countries join in on this same type of freedom convoy? Will other truckers around the world join in on this freedom convoy as the Canadian truckers are doing? Okay, I'm just going to pull a few more cards, guys, and see what comes up. I know this is getting a little long, but I don't feel like I got my question answered. 9, 10. Okay. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the nostalgia card, the Six of Cups, which means that people are thinking about the way things used to be. Okay, so, oh, we have the World card. Yeah, the world is watching. The world is definitely watching. And that right there could answer my question for me, but I'm going to keep going. Okay, and people are at a crossroads, you know, about what, you know, should we join in? Then we have the Devil card here. Beneath it, this Devil card is talking about, I have a feeling that with this particular card, the Devil is usually about restriction. People are thinking about how they've been restricted and temptation. So I have a feeling that they may be thinking about this about joining in. Then we have the two of Wands here. Plans being made. People are making plans. Right next to that, you know, that World card. Even though this is in the past, people are looking at that and they are making plans. Then we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. So here we go. Something new is brewing. Something new is brewing. Definitely something new is brewing, and it's brewing quickly. People are thinking about people have been thinking about in the past how they can help with this particular situation, and I got a feeling that people are going to be joining in with this again. Again, we have the Lovers upside down in the near future, which is telling me that the decision to come together has not happened yet. Okay, and we have the Nine of Wands here. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. People are going to be standing their grounds. Guys, I have a feeling. Let me just... Here's the Justice card here. It's in the environment. The Knight of Swords. Of course, he goes rushing in really quickly head first. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So if as I look at these cards, guys, and I analyze what is going on here, again, the Lovers card showed up upside down as it did, but only in a different place this time. And so what I am seeing here is that, yeah, they're being plans are being made to join in. People are going to stand their ground. Justice is what people are looking for. That's in the environment, is justice. So people are looking for justice. And this Knight of Swords that's showing up here in the knife position, the hopes and wishes, is telling me that people, they think that this may help them if they decide to go in this way. They have a feeling that they know that they can make a change. And this Knight of Swords, I think the people that want to do this are going to go in. They're thinking about it head first. Knights are kind of immature in a sense that sometimes they don't stop and think. They just charge forward. And this may be what's happening. But then we got the Wheel of Fortune here. And, I have a feeling that if other people do join in, with this Lovers card being here, it may be slow in coming, but things are going to change. We have this Wheel of Fortune here. We have this Ace of Wands here. We have the Two of Swords, which is, people are at a crossroads. But the world is at a crossroads. And then with this Devil showing up here is telling me that, people are feeling restricted, and they feel like they're feeling confined, like they can't really, they're feeling kind of enslaved. So I think that, when I look at this, I do believe that others are going to join in if they haven't started already. So let's just watch that and see what happens. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for joining me, and I will see you in the next read.